Hey crew, it's DV with the top 20 Sci-Fi Islands builds from the Islands Build Contest Season 2. These were the highest voted entries submitted by a panel of judges. Special thanks again goes out to Dragon, Junior Jack, Chica, Blue-Eyed Zombie, Jesse TC, and Kai helping with judging. Thanks also to all of the volunteers. There are too many to list here, but I've included all of them in the description, so thanks again crew. Now, if you haven't seen the Season 2 contest winners video yet, you can find a link to that in the description along with the other top 20 category videos. While you're watching the videos, keep in mind, we're going to be doing People's Choice Award winners from the remaining 17 from the video, since 3 winners were already chosen and they already won. So I want to make sure one more person gets a prize, and that's up to you to choose that winner. So starting with number 20 is a design by Pooji. Pooji's island has a wild mix of sci-fi designs, including a giant squid, a waterfall next to picnic setups. It features a golden egg, black hole blocks mixed with red glass, a dragon, and an airplane on standby in case he gets caught stealing some berries. Congrats to Pooji for making top 20. Next, with number 19, we have a build by Dinkwolf. This sci-fi build gives you a feel of a futuristic Roman Empire and pillars mixed in with a bit of a nature and flame. The design is clean yet simplistic. Congrats again to Dinkwolf for reaching top 20. With number 18, we have a build by PROUDcamp. This build reminded me a bit of the classic Doom style maps, set in space with blood red bricks that screams beware of danger. The design is symmetrical, which you're going to often find with symmetrical builds, and you'll find yourself climbing a huge tower with layers of machinery. Congrats to PROUDcamp for reaching number 19 with one of his 2 entries. Next is number 17, which is a build by Boelge. This design has a space station feel to it as if it were right out of a Star Trek Deep Space Nine episode, combined with a bit of retro colors. The corridors loop all the way around this thing with multiple layers, and it appears to utilize a tree to balance its auto farms right in the center. On one of the top floors, you're going to find a Millennium food bar where you can buy cakes, pizzas, pie, and as they say, other non-replicated food. Keeping the build in character, though no one was there to take my order. So great job and congrats to Belge for placing number 17. With number 16, we have a build by GamerTom that gave me a bit of a futuristic Roman feel to it, and again, that symmetry we were just talking about earlier, often found with sci-fi builds. This design was super cool to look down from above, and also reminded me a bit of one of those older builds that I used to make with coal blocks. On the outside edge, you can see how everything connects to the center spire, and I really love how this came together. Congrats to GamerTom for placing top 20 and for a really cool looking design. Next up is number 15 by PokeFan. This build has a bit of a flames and black hole sci-fi design that meets a futuristic industrial district. The concept is clean, it conceals auto farms nicely, and makes great use of totem placements. I really like the colored glass surrounding them, making them appear to be like batteries instead of totems. The yellow and black warning lines on the ground were a nice touch, and again, the flames coming from the ground make it feel as if it's powering something. I recognize my old arena in this design. I had actually thought about adding something like that to my old designs, but I never did, and it's cool to see how it would have looked. Again, great job, PokeFan, for this build. Next up, we're moving into number 14 with a build design by Max the Slayer. Max has a small feature city with compact housing connected by walking platforms that all lead to a space station. Within the space station, you're going to find a space rocket already powered with flames coming from the bottom of the rocket, ready to be launched. I found this to be a pretty unique design, and again, great touch with the space station. With sci-fi build number 13, we have an island by Haptic. Haptic's island is a hybrid of nature that quickly turns into sci-fi geometric shapes that makes you feel like you've kind of entered into some kind of surreal digital machine that is being hovered over by a gigantic gilded steel hammer. You can actually see off in the distance there. You can't even tell like how big it is until you get up close to it. And you can actually enter it. You can actually climb straight up to the top and look down from above. And I was really blown away about how huge this weapon was and how long it probably would have taken to actually make it. Next up, we have number 12, which is a build by Aquatic Fruits. This island is made up of gray brick and glass. This is a city build populated with a small house, a large shop, a starfruit farm covered by a dome, some apartments, an auto farm, and an underground storage facility. Congrats to Aquatic for placing top 12. Entering number 11 is a sci-fi build by Voitex that is so large I got lost in its many corridors and towers. These stairs lead you to a spiral tower that overlooks the island and a tower opposite of it. Going back down, you're going to see just how tall this tower is with the spiral stairs. Going back the way we came leads to a ship that tells a story of a planet named Galactic, that they've named this base Heron, and that they are the only humans to survive after their planet was destroyed. Heading through another tower, you'll find a tower garden, and then outside you're going to see a rocket-looking tower in the middle. Then going to the top of yet another tower, which appears to be the tallest of them all, you can look out at all of the other towers on the map. This sci-fi build was massive. Congrats to Voitex on a really cool-looking sci-fi build. With number 10, we have a design by MrGizimoto. This island looks like something straight out of the Manhattan Project, with lightning in the sky and futuristic industrial buildings. It seems like there is a science experiment that just went wrong on this island. Congrats to MrGizimoto on placing top 10. With number 9, we have a design by MrGizimoto that places you on a planet station and a biodome full of character, including life support suits, individual living quarters, game rooms, kitchens, bathrooms, labs, vegetation farms, weapons lockers, and much more. This reminded me of something straight out of a movie. Just outside, you're going to find ore deposits, a broken greenhouse in a state of disarray, and then there are a bunch of little different space buildings just outside, a satellite dish, a space shuttle, and what I thought was really cool was that they had set up some planets in the sky to give it really that feeling that you're in space. So awesome job, MrGizimoto. Number 8 is a Sci-Fi Island build by DatBoiWhoCrys. So you start on a blue glass floor, which looks like you're actually on top of an aquarium, and the aquarium is right under a space rocket. So I kind of feel for the fish if that rocket takes off. Just outside of the rocket pad is a huge sky full of planets surrounding the area, one with a US flag that I thought was a great touch. I love the simplistic nature of this design, and having planets all surrounding the island was a really cool touch. Having made spheres before, I know how much of a pain they are to make. So again, congrats to DatBoy for placing 8th. Entering number 7, we have a build by FairSwift that is full of color and geometric patterns. I thought the glass pane color choices were cool, and the symmetry in this design actually lends itself well considering the simplistic nature of the island in itself, and that there isn't really much going on with it outside of the shapes and the ships. I like the ship designs on the landing pads, and dropping down you're going to find some really cool patterns again, including a heart shape in the center. The spirals are super cool as well, so congrats to FairSwift. Next, with number 6, is yet another sci-fi island design by PROUDcamp with his alt called PROUDcamp is Big Noob. In this sci-fi build design, he takes a combination of a pyramid-like base that blossoms outward like a flower to the outside edges, centered by a cool column-looking design. I like the use of black, white, and gray in this design. Congrats to PROUDcamp for having 2 build designs actually reach top 20. Next, we have build number 5 by Zach L. Eden, which some of you might actually recognize from my How to Stack Chess video, which I only showed a little bit of his island. This futuristic island has some small cyberpunk touches to it with busy building signs and typography, lighting, and cool building shapes. The multi-level shop gives you a feel of a sci-fi shopping mall, then exiting that, you need to watch your step with the obby-like flooring. Heading into a galleria, you're going to discover some floating objects, and then exiting back out to what is called a casino with a large lounge area inside of it, with a big screen, and then on the very top floor, you are surrounded by a greenhouse. Dropping down from there, you're going to actually head over to a really cool looking storage area where you're going to find stacked chests. So congrats again to Zach for making top 5. Next, with number 4, we have a sci-fi build by Petey Mouse. This build feels like it's a bit of a mix of sci-fi and fantasy combined, with different biomes in each section, including grasslands, moonrock, desert, and snow. And heading just outside of the ring, you're going to be able to see the cool-looking celestial spires that surround what looks to be a large glowing sphere in the center. It almost kind of looks like a small sun or star. Hidden under the biomes is a secret storage area or treasury room. So congrats to Petey for placing top 4. Finally, we begin our journey through the top 3 winners, beginning with number 3 by Fireboy Corn. You've likely already seen the winners in the winners video, but I'm going to showcase them as I talk about the People's Choice Awards. Starting today, you can begin voting for your favorite build out of the remaining 17 of the top 20. Since the top 3 already won prizes, we're giving you a chance to choose one more winner out of the 20 to receive an award for People's Choice. You can find a link to vote in the description below, and you'll have 1 week from today to finish votes. The winner will receive a $100 Roblox gift card. With second place, we had a build by Dell, who had a stellar space station powered by a giant robotic-looking statue near the portals. And then finally, with first place, we have a massive space station built by NingelRuby featuring a solar eclipse. Congratulations again to each and every contestant for making top 20. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.